I'm Debbie, and welcome to my channel, Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for the whole month of August, the longer readings for my Tauruses. Hello, my Tauruses. How are you? Yes, we made it to August. Isn't that lovely? That's so lovely. Now, when it's the longer reading, I use 3 decks of cards. I'm using my Redley Valentine Angel Tarot cards, gives me that main message. Then I follow up with my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards, fills in those gaps. And then I finish up with my Osha Zen Tarot cards for like any last words of advice. As always, I pray, meditate, and infuse the decks with Reiki energy. But remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. Now I'm going to insert my little clip for August. It's short. It's 5.5 minutes. So if you want to just go on, you can go on, 5.5 minutes starting now. So let's talk about August. Thank goodness we have August. July's energy was just all over the place. Eclipses, solar eclipses, lunar eclipses, Mercury retrograde, all these other planets retrograde. August will be almost like a vacation. It will be calmer. And the neat thing about this is that we are in Leo season now, the first beginning of August till the 23rd when we transition to Virgo season. And because of the way the planetary alignment is, because this is one of the more powerful astrological years, this is going to be about clarity. This is going to be about honesty. This is going to be about fulfilling destiny. This is going to be about, no shadows, no shadows. Anything's possible. Honesty, okay? If you're going to lie, let me give you fair warning. If you're going to lie about something, it's going to be revealed. Because remember all of that activity in July and what I talked about with the longer readings in July, this energy will go through December when the next eclipse is here. It is going to be about honesty and revealing what was hidden. So do not, try to stay on the straight and narrow, okay? Not even little tiny fibs. Now, couple of things, the new moon, I'm going to look at my notes, the new moon, July 31st through August 1st. Now, it's interesting because this brings the second new moon in July, but it also is the first new moon for August because the next new moon, now that new moon is in Leo, the next new moon will be in Virgo, and that's August 30th. So, we also have our planets, some are still going to be retrograde, but Mercury goes direct July 31st through, goes direct and transitions July 31st to August 1st. There's still going to be that 2-week shadow period when all, retrogrades. It gives a little bit of time to stabilize that energy and to get them where they started from. So that will bring us up to that August 14th, 15th, when the full moon is here, and that will be in Aquarius. Aquarius is about dreaming and dreaming big. Now, with this Leo energy and Aquarius being the mirror to Leo, and this Leo energy is going to be also about honesty. It's also going to be about being the person you're meant to be. It's going to be about, no shadows, anything it's possible. It's going to be a very positive energy, but more so with that energy will be more from the 15th until the 23rd, okay? Once that shadow of Mercury is completely lifted. Couple of other planets, though, you want to be aware of is Jupiter goes direct August 11th. Jupiter is a very strong, powerful planet. It's also a playful planet, too. Then we have, these planets are all retrograde all through August. That's Chiron, Saturn, Neptune, Pluto. All of them are retrograde. They're very shadowy planets. So they're revisiting the shadows. They're revisiting the secrets. They're going to be pulling things up. Now, we go to into Virgo, August 23rd. And Virgo then, all the things that were happening in the beginning of August, the things that were being put into place, the positive moves, all of that good energy becomes put into a more stable environment. So it's like, there might be this change, especially like I said, through the, like that 15th through the 23rd, but it's like good, positive things. You're figuring out what you want to be, who you want to be, what do I want to be when I grow up? And then once that kind of gets put into place, it's kind of like a puzzle. You're getting all those pieces put together, and it's a very true and honest puzzle. Then Virgo comes and it solidifies. It puts like that plastic over the puzzle, and it makes that puzzle a more stable piece. Okay? And it's also, now this is something, and I'm going to post the article on my Facebook page, but I really love this. This is about all, again, I talked to you about it in July, but this is again about karma. This is about karma. This is about, liars being revealed. I want to say liar, liar, pants are on fire. But this is about karma. So this month is going to be, I feel, a very positive month for our viewers because, we try to be on the straight and narrow, but I feel it's going to be a much easier month to navigate through. Okay? Okay. So now on to your reading. Bye-bye. Hi. Okay. So not as much energy as July, but it's kind of like the culmination, and it's going to stabilize. It's very, very open energy. It's very honest energy. It's very, you can't lie. You can't get away with anything in this energy. Now, remember too, with the moon, the new moon to the full moon is the waxing moon. That's when you request. The full moon to the new moon is the waning moon, and that's when you relinquish. And the full moon is when you release what's holding you back, relinquish what you don't need anymore, and request, because it's okay to do that. It really, really is. So let's go on. I still feel that for my Tauruses, many of you do want to continue to move on. I feel like also, even though we're not, this is a fire sign and this is fire energy, and then we go to earth energy, I feel like you just want to move on in that boat. You want to just keep going forward. Okay, let's see what we have here. One card did pop in the beginning of my shuffles, and here we go. Okay, 3 cards face down, and the third is reversed, so it's a very strong message for you. Here we go. First card. Renewal, Archangel Jeremiah. Now this is about, restart, re-energizing, just revigorating, okay? This is you restarting again. This is you, again, I feel like you want to move on. You want to get things, you want to get the party rolling. You want to get your life rolling. You've been like, okay, that's done now. That's done. Let's move forward. Let's go forward with this. Review and evaluate, a favorable assessment of the facts, time to move in a new direction. Next card, the 9 of Earth. Okay, this is your energy, and 9s are really good because this 9 is about things have ended now. Now, it's not the 10 yet. The 10 is going to be about that new beginning. So there might be some things you have to do this month to complete the ending, okay? So maybe, if you're moving, you have to pack up your house. If you're going to go on a trip, and the trip is, maybe towards the end of the month or maybe in September, you need to start figuring out what are you going to bring on the trip. So it's kind of preparing that ending, okay? It's preparing your house, preparing you, preparing your job for that transition to that next. Now, this is enjoying life's little luxuries, spending quiet time alone, successful, self-employment. Now this card is reversed, and this one is the 5 of Earth. Okay. Earth, again, your energy, very solid energy, Capricorn and also Virgo energy, but it's very solid. It's something you can touch, and 5s are about change. 5 sometimes can be about worry. Usually what this card is about is a little worry about money. Okay, if I am selling my house, did I get the best deal for it? Here, this is the money I'm going to actually get out of my house. Can I buy another house? I'm using that as an example. So there's some worry about money. It's probably going to be more so, I'm actually feeling this is going to be more so towards, towards the, that 15th. I'm feeling this is more towards the full moon itself. Now, maybe you were told, maybe there were some miscommunications and you were told that, you'd be getting more money. Maybe you were supposed to get a raise and you were told you're getting a raise and you started to actually plan your life with that raise. And then they tell you, well, I'm sorry, but there's no money in the budget for that raise. It's kind of that type of energy for you. It doesn't mean that is I'm just using that as an example. Or it might be, okay, so you're selling that house. We're going back to the house thing again, since this is earth and, solid energy. You're selling your house. You were told that you would get X amount of dollars. Okay, great. Well, what do you mean? So then you wind up, you had to pay this, you had to pay that, you had to pay this, you had to pay for another inspection. Something needed to be prepared, repaired, might be prepared, but repaired. And so your money isn't as much as what you thought it would be. So there's some worry about that. It does say though, I do feel you're still moving forward. You're still gonna, your life is, you're still gonna enjoy. You're still gonna have money to do what you need to do. But there's always there's gonna be again, there's gonna be a little bit concern about money. So fears surrounding money, the wisdom to accept help from others, uncertain self-employment. Now, if you have somebody that you've done favors for or you've done odd jobs for and they realize that and you did that from the goodness of your heart, and they realize that you're having little money concerns and they're saying, you know what, you've helped me so many times and I want to repay you by giving you cash. Take it. That's okay. That is okay to do. I know part of it will be, well, I didn't do it because of that. No, you didn't. But yet at the same time, when you do something, there is always an energy that has to come back. So sometimes it's just a simple thank you, but sometimes it comes down to the point where it's like you need to do, it's okay for you to accept that. And so some of you might be out there, oh my goodness, some of you might be out there going, well, who would not accept cash? Well, you might not. You might not be the one because you might feel, but I didn't do it for that. I did it for the love of. But it's okay. It's okay because that is, you put that out into that universe and it comes back. Now, 3 cards face, well, then actually the first 2 are not face down, and it's really interesting, and I don't know, I'm just looking at it now, but it kind of relates to what I just talked about. First card, and this is reversed, and we have the crown chakra. We have 7. We have the completion. Now, chakras are the energy centers. So you have different chakras. Now, they can also be, these are the main ones that goes from the crown, which is a little bit above your head, down to, the root, which is right around your buttocks. But it's, and it has all different types of thoughts about it. Now, there's also chakras that are in your hands, your feet. So the energy isn't just, here. It goes throughout. But this is the crown chakra. This is 7. It's a divine number. It's a completion number. It's not an ending, but it's a completion. But the crown chakra is saying this is the time. This is the time with, and it's funny that this came on the renewal, the archangel energy card, because this is saying connect with your higher power, guardian angel, spirit guide, voice of the universe, your divine, whoever that is to you. Make sure that spiritual connection is very, very strong. Use this month, I'd say use the full moon, the time. Use this month to really reinforce that connection, reinforce that, because you have a very strong psychic ability. You have a very strong, connection to that other world. So you want to make sure that it stays pure. And that is I don't know why that's a worry. But, that, and it's not that you would deliberately, not use it pure, but sometimes other people can come into your gifting and they can try to corrupt it. But if you make sure that you're keeping that really, really strong connection, that cannot happen. Your next card, now this is the universe. This is saying you are part of something bigger going on. You are part of this. You are, an integral piece of this bigger piece. But again, it's saying Connect, connect, connect. Okay? Let's see now. This card is face down. Let's see what it says. And it's also reversed. And this says material and spiritual prosperity. Now it's funny because this is actually on the Five of Earth. This is about the fear of money. But this is saying, hey, spiritual prosperity. And these could also be that by your connection, even though sometimes there's no rhyme or reason why we're blessed, we could be getting some blessings. You could be getting some blessings with this. So even though you're worried about money, this is saying, hey, it's going to be all okay. Look at that. Material prosperity, spiritual prosperity. The two are linked, okay? So many times over, I've had bills and I'm like, oh, please, I have no idea how to pay them. And I've gotten the money, okay? So that's what I'm going to say to you. This is going to be that time. There will be some fears about money or worries about money, but the money will come. And you will find, it will come to you probably from unexpected sources. But at the same time, you need to really know that that it's, you might be really worried about moving to that new direction because of that fear, because of that worry about money. So you might just say, I'm not going to go take that other job. I'm not going to do this. Again, too, my Tauruses, use your common sense. I'm not going to tell you to just go jump because I'm telling you to do it. No. But if it's something, if you get an opportunity that's something you've always wanted and you don't think it'll ever come, really, really think about it and then connect and see what's, see. Okay? So this could be a really good time for you with movement forward, unexpected opportunities, and while you have these unexpected opportunities coming, there's worry, like, oh, am I going to be able to do it? Will I be able to do it? Will it pay me? Will I, what do I do if I'm not paid? How will I live? So there's all these, as these unexpected opportunities come for you, there's all these worries that brings. That's natural. I think that you'll actually do well with them. Because I actually think you'll do well. But you need to, again, remember, don't rely on wishful thinking. Don't confuse wishful thinking with intuition. I have done that many a time, and we've all done that. But, these are going to be higher stakes for you, okay? Okay, let's see what our last cards say, what kind of words of advice we have. Innocence, trust, look at that. This is enjoying. Look at, the old master who's probably seen everything in the world, probably is very jaded, probably, but, has like, nothing surprises him. And yet he looks at this, whatever this bug is, and just marvels at it, marvels at the creation of it, and brings an innocence of, you know what, I'm not gonna let the world jade me. I'm not gonna let, and this goes along with what I was saying. I'm not gonna let the world keep me from doing this, keep me from this wonderful opportunity. If this is happening to you, it's like maybe it doesn't make sense to a lot of other people, but maybe it makes sense to you. Okay, but again, connect. Okay, next card. Experiencing. Here, if you look, this woman is just being part of this tree. Is just, she's a tree hugger, but she's also being loved back by the tree. And she's just being right in the moment. She's not necessarily thinking about that future. She's not thinking about her past. She's thinking about the moment. And she's experiencing the moment. She is feeling the moment, okay? So this is this to me is kind of like when many of us are caught in our circumstances and we don't feel like we can break through our circumstances. And it's like, and believe me, I know that. I've been there, done that, and sometimes you have to put it off. But at least if you have a dream, if you have that goal, and you can say, this is what I want, you can at least put it off knowing what you want. And does that make sense to you? Because, sometimes it's like, well, okay, sure, Deb. Yeah, I've always wanted to write the great American novel, but, I've got 3 kids, a mortgage, I've got, a spouse that's sick. How am I supposed to do that? Oh, you are totally right. You are totally right about that. I'm not telling you to quit. I'm not telling you to just drop. I'm saying, though, the opportunity could come. Maybe you're going to be able to take a writer's class, or maybe you're going to be among people that, if you did have spare time, that you can do things like that, okay? So, sometimes, even though it's very small, even though the opportunity is big and you can only give it a little bit of you, sometimes that little bit is what's needed. Okay, last card, the outsider. Okay. This little one is looking in. We don't even know what's inside that gate, but we know that this little one wants to get in, wants to belong, wants to be a part of this bigger piece, wants to be, wants to open this gate and go inside, the strap on his overalls, one of them's missing. He's just looking in, and he doesn't have shoes on. The thing is about this is, this little one feels like he can't. He feels like, he's little and he's young and he's, I can't get in there. He doesn't quite realize that the lock is unlocked, and all he really needs to do is just take the lock off, and, the chains will fall and he can just go in. Okay, so this is the thing. Sometimes we feel, again, that our circumstances are keeping us from going in to the whatever he's looking at. The circumstances are keeping us trapped. Well, and that could, I'm not going to say that that's not what's happening, because, I've been there too. And, the circumstance, I can't do that. But at the same time, it could also be that our fear is keeping us from changing our circumstances. So, interesting August for you. Very interesting August, your energies. But again, I feel you really want to move forward. You want to go. You want to go. So, Okay. So my Tauruses, as always, know that you are loved and be blessed. Bye-bye.